So what I think happened is when they put this fence up, I think they hit the septic system's outlet line. It almost looks like that post is right where that line is at. The only way that I know to check it out is to dig it all up. So that's what we're gonna do. Dig it all up. I think we can take this fence down. Just these two sections is what I'm thinking, but we'll see when we get there. Oh. Here. Here. It's hard to tell. It looks like one there. We'll see. Loose. I don't see how they done any of it, to tell you the truth. That don't make any fucking sense. Makes absolutely no sense. I don't see how the hell it's up there. I hate this shit, man. I really hate this shit. Following stupid people is tough, you know? Where in the fuck? See something? This is what I'm dealing with. Instead of going straight through, I can toenail it from the inside. Now tell me that ain't some idiotic shit right there, man. Honestly. That's the kind of shit I'm dealing with here. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. I don't want nothing to do with what them son of bitches were smoking. I never seen a clusterfuck quite so bad till last time. We better get our belt on. That's unbelievable. But that's what we got. Well, I wanted to put my safety belt on, but I didn't braid it. So fuck it. We'll work without it. I don't think so. I think we'll go get it. Be smart about this shit. That one panel down. It should be just a matter of like going down through there on the outside and zipping wood screws out. Why would anybody toenail through a 4x4 or a land timber like that? Get out there. They did. Always had a saying when I used to work in the factory. The second shift was a bitch. Second shift usually spent almost their entire shift catching up or cleaning up after first shift. Third shift was the shift to work on. No supervisors hardly. I mean, no head honchos, no office people. And second shift usually left you in pretty good shape because they didn't want to do onto you what first shift did onto them. Third shift was always my favorite. Then they changed it up and put us on 10 and 12-hour shifts to get rid of third shift. So what happened then, we come in and spend the first half, if not more, of our shift cleaning up after first shift, and the mistakes were 10 times, well, twice as bad because they had almost twice as many hours to fuck things up. So it'd take us an entire 8 hours a lot of times to clean up and get things back to running smooth, and we'd have a pretty smooth 2 to 4 hour shift. Only to come back in the next day, do it all over again. That was my experience. Maybe yours is different. Maybe you had a much better one. But if I was a young man again and had to do the factory life, I'd much rather do third shift. There's a lot of pluses to third shift. And there's pluses and minuses to all of it, right? But if you're in an area where climate is an issue, you know, heat during the summertime, third shift stays pretty cool. Temperatures usually drops, you know, throughout the night. No like I said, no main heads are there. So, but this is the kind of shit right here that first shift leaves behind. Still can't get over that. Both sides. They toenailed it in. Instead of going through that, into that, they come from this side. Come from that side. Look at that. Look at that. So, that's why I'm thinking they hit, because that line is about right here. Right here. See here? Ooh. Going right there. Almost right at that. So we'll see. We'll see. Haven't used this septic over here all summer, thinking maybe the bed was, you know, saturated. And I'll tell you why, because there's a grind station, a pump station over in this building. It shoots over and it comes in. You can see the pipe right there in the water. Comes in right there. That's pretty sealed up right there. When we get her pumped down, we'll see. Water's back flowing. It ain't coming in here and filling the tank up, I don't believe so. We sealed that line up I didn't think it was leaking, but went ahead and coated it just in case. But that grind station shoots everything over here And what happened is that grind, I call it a grind station, sub pump station, whatever. It grinds everything up over there and shoots it over here. But what I didn't notice until the pump burned out over there was the casing that station sits in. It's like its own little septic casing, if you will. It's plastic. It had cracked, and where the cracks are, the groundwater was coming in. So that pump was running constantly, shooting this over, and we had some massive rain. So I was thinking it probably shot so much that it saturated this bed. And so I let it dry out. We ran a jetter through it, but it stopped like almost right here. So I'm thinking we ran into that post or the concrete right there. We'll see. So it would make sense, I guess, that the water would, I don't know, if this line's busted right here, it would make sense that the water's running in back into the tank. I don't know. May just have a failed system. I hope not. It did that one time before, and I had a guy come out, and the problem was right here, almost in the same spot. When they brought that mobile home in, it was right over in here, they crushed the line. So both times that I've had issues with the septic has been because other people messed it up. So I'm hoping that's the case now. I'm hoping it's not wasted to the point that I got to replace it. Not replacing the septic tank, I'm talking about the leach bed. But anyway, let's continue, shall we? That's a heavy son of a bitch. It's wet too. God damn, boys. This might be a bigger job than one man can handle here. What? Let's try something else here. When you get old like me, I can lift that and I can move that, right? But when you get old, you have heart conditions, or you just get old, heart conditions or not, you need to work smart as you can. So I don't know what I'm about to do is going to make any difference, but we're going to try it anyway. You want to get out of my way? Thank you. Cat thinks I ought to just stop, you know. Don't do it. Can't blame her. She's not my favorite. My favorite died. She's not even growing on me because she's just stupid. Under my feet. Always in the wrong spot at the wrong time. That other cat, he was meaning Mel. But he was around us when she was a kitten, so he knew the rules. She's good. She knows the rules. She just refuses to follow them. That's her. She's an independent thinker, I guess is what you'd say. Think this will work?